So I'm going through my videos in my phone here, and I found a whole bunch of old videos that I never posted, and this is going back to September 26th, and it's the 816S, and remember all the problems we were having with the carburetor on that 16 horse Briggs. I ended up buying a China Carb on Amazon, and you'll see in this video how it worked out. So the new China Carb came in the mail, and it looks pretty nice. The only thing is that the choke's on the wrong side, but I think we can make that work still. So I hooked up the gas tank and it's not leaking. I heard the big gush of air. Oh, wait a minute, is it leaking? Oh, looks like it's seeping out of the top. What the heck? Where's that coming from? Something's messed up. Something's weird here. It looks like it's wet. It's definitely wet over here. It looks like it's coming out of the screw here. Maybe. Junk stuff, huh? Let's see if we can start it up. See what happens. Now, we haven't run it for about a month, so I just gotta hook up my rigged up ignition here. There we go. Now, let's see what happens. The choke's not on, I don't think. Let's see. It's in idle on the carb. There's no linkage hooked up. Let's see. Sounds pretty good, huh? Got my rigged up ignition here. If I unhook this, it should stall. Yep. $31 China Carb for the win for now. Now, it was wet on top for sure before. I might have just spilled some gas on it when I was hooking up the gas line, because it doesn't look wet anymore. But now we got to get all the linkage hooked up and get it all put back together and drive it off this trailer. Look at all the parts we got here for this Briggs. First, we have a breather tube, and that connects to the carb. Inside the breather tube goes this breather tube spring. We got a air filter. We got a pre-filter for the air filter. We got a what's this here? All the linkage for the governor screwed up, and this is the governor spring. Too bad you can't see in these bags, but it's in there, trust me. Let's see, what else? I got a fuel shutoff for the gas tank. This is another piece of governor linkage here. This is actually the throttle linkage. This one's actually made in USA. And I think that's it. So, hopefully, just hopefully, those are all the right parts that I need. So, let me see if we can get these linkages mounted up to the thing. And then maybe we can start it up and actually use the throttle cable, which would be really nice. All right, now this is interesting. This is my 8163B, and I was just really studying the linkage on the carb here so I could see how to hook it up to my other one. And I noticed on this carb, the choke is actually on the wrong side. Or is it the right side? The same side as my China Carb is. And I also noticed it's pretty wet looking at the end of that Welsh plug. This thing needs to be clean. It's all covered with dirt. But I kind of wonder if this one's leaking inside and I don't realize it. So anyways, the way that linkage works down there isn't too complicated, but sometimes you look at a parts diagram and you can't tell how the heck stuff goes together because it's not quite detailed enough. But this should be plenty detailed, and we'll bang it together. The linkage they gave me is not the right linkage. I just took this off a parts engine. It's about 1 inch shorter. The one that they gave me is long and has a bend in it and everything, so that's all the wrong parts. So let me put this one on and see if we can get it to work. Alright, now we got to get the ignition hooked up properly instead of this rigged up chip, and put the blower housing back on. I got this bolt here. It's an 832 bolt. I just happen to have one in my drawer. I had to cut about 1/4 inch off of it, but what I did is I took all the old wires off that go to the points cover, and we're going to mount our electronic ignition box on the top of the points cover with this bolt that's a little longer than original. So let's see what we can do. Alright, so it seemed to fit in there just right, and I got my rigged up gas tank up here still, so we're not like too crazy here with the route and everything. But let's see if it starts now before I put the blower housing back together. Alright, let's see. I still got my jump box just rigged onto the starter here. See what happens.